I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you.
Smoky. Oh, it's rolling up in the truck too.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're familiar with this part of the show. At this point, I would say you have to be. We're going to go over what happened. So, we took the truck to the dyno and we made some shakedown hits. Nothing crazy because I still have a completely stock transmission and converter, and I have a single fuel pump on the stock feed line, and I just know that we can't support what it's capable of with that. So I thought for fun I would just push a little bit and see what we get out of it and see where fuel pressure starts dropping off, which it did. Comically fell off about 21 pounds at some point. So let's take a look quick. Our first hit, look at this. I got, since the stock torque converter puts down such a nice RPM plot, look what I got for you guys. I got torque and horsepower. Check out that RPM though. So the first couple hits were all about 9 pounds of boost. So run number 3 made 576 and 484 foot-pounds. So let's get rid of all of them but number 3. So this is where I kind of ironed it out on about 9. It makes 9 on wastegate. The other interesting thing was, for fun, I have the loud valve hooked up to the intake, which delays the opening on it. And I thought that would be fun, but the more I drove it, the more it kind of killed a little bit of bottom end. So the other day, I think yesterday or today, I moved it to the compressor side of the turbo. It opens much sooner now. I'll be interested to see what happens with that. So let's take a look at number 3, 570 rear wheel. Here you will see it almost looks like boost creep, but it is actually you'll hear it on those dyno pulls. If you go back and watch the dyno pulls, you can hear underneath the valve is slowly opening more and more, and that's the result of the boost going up more and more. So here you can see it came up slow and it made about 8 pounds, and then up here it peaked out about 9.8, almost 10 pounds. 50% duty cycle, 58 psi on the, let's take a look at, so 47. So yeah, it's working good here. So about 9 or 10 pounds. Fuel pressure is holding, which normally about 600, 650 is where I see a single 450 on E quitting anyway. So number 4 was 650 on 11. Wow, yeah, quite a jump there. Pretty good. And I was like, oh, okay, it's making some high RPM jams, so we're gonna wind it out a little bit every time. So 653, let's open up this guy and show you guys what that was. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. It actually peaked out at 13. Down here is 10. You can see how boost, as the loud valve opens, boost creeps. But it does not do this on the street because it comes up into boost longer and stays wide open longer. So these are short hits on the dyno, and then the valve, the boost comes up. I sidetrack the thing in third, and then I hit it, and then the loud valve starts opening slower and slower and slower, and then eventually this is what I run into. But something interesting I saw, hopefully moving the vacuum port on the valve fixes that. I normally don't put it off the intake, but either way, yeah, everything else is looking pretty good. 13 pounds of boost, closed loop comp was only pulling about 5%, and duty cycle 60% on the Snake Eater 1000s. Pretty good, 60% at 650 wheel. What we genuinely want to see is, we think the Snake Eater 1000s will do at least 900 to 1,000 rear wheel, so this would be the perfect test bed, right? How far will Snake Eater 1000s go with appropriate amount of fuel? Stay tuned to find out. I have 1000s and 1500s, so the 1000s are in right now. So yes, here, the issue though is at 13 pounds already, like I said, about 600 wheel. If we look here, we got 50 pounds of fuel pressure at 0 psi. At 10 pounds, we got 61. So we did pick up a 1-to-1. So then here, 11 pounds, 60. 60, 60, 60, 59. So at 650 wheel on this short of a pull, it's already dipping fuel pressure. So this was 13 pounds peak, 20 degrees of timing, 54% alcohol. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll throw a little bit more duty cycle at it. We'll just chase it with the injector, right? The injector will just go open and open and open, and the Holley closed loop will just catch it, right, boys? So here it made 730, and that was 16, and then I think I made a change, and then it made obviously more. So here, what do we have here? Again, it just boost comes up like a centrifugal. 16.5 pounds. It's adding 16% of fuel. Fuel pressure is already at 42. So here, fuel pressure, 52, 58, 61, and 14. It's already on the way down, 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 down. Yeah, it's dropping significantly, which is exactly what I anticipated and expected, all of the above. And then I just whacked it again just for fun. I made this a little bit cleaner. So 750, 609 foot-pounds on a laggy boost curve. This thing definitely needs a converter with this big turbo. It needs help. And then here we go. Obviously a 5-inch hood dump would help it too. But on wastegate, on about 9 pounds, it makes 575 wheel-ish. It's already like a pretty big handful. I can't wait till it's making 7 and change, and it's just annihilating tire. So yeah, 16 pounds, 21 degrees, fuel pressure's dropping like a rock. We're at 90% duty. Obviously not a good representation, but that's all the above. So I'm pretty excited. As I like to say, 750 on a shakedown pass with a setup like this is a good start. So I'd like to get to 4 digits without any kind of aids, just boost only. And it's looking like it's probably not going to have a problem with that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed I did a couple burnouts with it. I secured a set of tires for it, the 20s that already are on it. So I can, hopefully for the 100,000 subscriber stuff, I can shed a whole set of tires off my G and my truck for you guys. That's the main goal. But hope you guys like how it's going so far. I'm extremely happy with it so far. The truck is so cool. I love turbo trucks, man. You just jump in and drive them and do stuff with them. And I picked up a very small amount of mulch with it the other day, but I mean, how practical are these stupid giant trucks? So anyway, looking forward to making more updates. There is a gentleman that's been in contact with me that's sending me a fuel hat replacement. I have 2 other pumps to put in this thing, and I'm also going to rerun fuel lines, redo all of that stuff, and then we will revisit the roller and some other things, and probably do some mods to the transmission so it has adequate amount of fluid to make this kind of power. And then it's debatable. I don't know anybody that's pushed their converter much harder than this. We definitely don't want to lock it. I hear I can shatter the lockup and scuff the plates and put all the particulate into my tranny. My buddy Cameron's scaring me with all this transmission stuff. So anyway, all that's coming up. Hope you guys enjoy, and the truck will be on the roller many more times, I'm sure.